I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm fine. Quick question: are you still playing right tackle? And then, secondly, that D line you go against every day. I assume there's some pretty good battles going on between the O line and the D line out there in spring practice.
Right now, yeah, they still have me at right tackle, and every day, our defensive line is real good, so it's a battle every day. We go out there and get better.
Warren, I wanted to ask you about taking you back a couple of months here to the final drive of the Peach Bowl. What was JT's demeanor like in that time, and can you kind of go through that last minute real quick?
He was cool, calm, and collected. Really, he was, getting the points down and telling us what we had to do, and then making checks, and we was rolling.
Let's go to Matthew and then Jake Jennings.
Yeah, I asked Justin something similar, kind of coming off of last season where the offense is rolling in the last 5 games. What kind of added momentum do y'all have going into the spring practice and maybe into this season as well as an offensive unit?
Wait, repeat the question again.
Yeah, just coming off of last season, the last 5 games where the offense was rolling, what kind of momentum do you think that gives y'all going into the spring and then into this season as well?
It's huge momentum, just getting better every day and just getting ready for the spring and then for the summer.
Warren, have any of the young guys been stepping up this spring? Amarius Mims and Broderick Jones come to mind. And following that, do you think there's a chance for any of those younger players, more inexperienced players, to really play a big part in the offense this fall?
Mims and Broderick, they're both really good players. And, it all comes down to who a coach wants to play and who he thinks earned it. So, I don't know who will be there. But they are young and they're good.
Let's go to Anthony Dancher and Mark Weiser.
Hey, Warren. What were your own personal goals as far as the winter workout, program in spring practice, has been concerned, and how well do you feel like you've accomplished them?
Just gaining weight, getting back up to my goal weight, and just getting bigger and stronger. And I think I've accomplished that. Still working towards it though.
Warren, on both sides of the line of scrimmage with Devontae and with Justin coming back to take that extra year, what does that mean for you guys, on both the offensive and defensive lines, you think?
Just more leadership. They played a lot of football, and just having that leadership out there on the field, that helps a lot.
Let's go to Mike and then Palmer.
Hey, Warren, being a tackle, I guess you might get to see a little bit of Nolan Smith and Adam Anderson. I know Aziz is moved on now. People are wondering what that outside edge rush is going to look like. Can you tell us a little bit about those 2 guys and anybody else that seems pretty tough to block on the edge there?
Shoot, the whole outside linebacker core is pretty good, with Nolan Smith and Adam, and you got Robert Bill and just players like that, just getting better every day going against them.
Warren, I know Chip asked earlier whether you were still working on the right side. Would you be comfortable moving over to the left side if that was something they asked you to do? Is that something that you've repped before in practice? Obviously not this spring, but is that something you've done before in the past?
Yes, I'm taking left tackle reps. If they need me to go play left, I'll go play left. If they need me to play right, I'll play right.
Let's go to Connor and then Seth.
Hey, Warren, with this being year 2 of Todd Monken, have you noticed anything different about him this spring, and how much more are you comfortable in his system now?
I'm very comfortable with Coach Monken's system. This year is way better due to not having COVID and having to do everything over Zoom. We actually get hands-on and get to ask questions and stuff, and you get to draw it out on board and stuff like that.
Warren, it may not have been noticed much, but the ball got out quicker last year with Coach Monken here, whichever quarterback was back there. Do you know any reason for that?
No, I don't. They just call the plays and we run them.
All right, let's go to Jake Rowe and then Lance.
Hey, Warren, we were talking to Trayvon, and he was talking about how Jalen Carter has kind of been working with him and indicated it was out of defensive end. Are you seeing more of Jalen Carter as a defensive end? And what's he like? How does he play that position?
Jalen Carter, he's a really good player. And, it's a battle going against him every day. and he's pretty good. So it's always a good battle.
Hey Warren, who are some of these younger offensive linemen, like I'll say Austin Blast for chance? How are they developing, and how are they coming along this spring?
Can you repeat the question?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Just if you could just give me some comments on some of these younger offensive linemen, say Austin Blast for say, how are they developing, and how are they doing this spring?
The young players, they're doing good. I think you're trying to say Austin Blasky, I'm pretty sure. And he's doing,
Yes.
They're all doing good. They all, Coach Luke's been working with them. They've been putting in the work this off season. They just want to come out and prove themselves, be able to put in and help the team.
Okay, Warren, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you soon.